Hey there, Coach Pete here. I wanted to build on the last concept we talked about with the treasure map and the roadmap for your planning. And I wanted to add a little bit more to that, this time talking about which team members need to be a part of which planning process. So when we're talking about the treasure map, the best people to have in that planning are your visionaries, your big idea people, people who think as for strategically. Basically, you want your idea people. Okay, they're going to go and map out the big dream, being very optimistic. For your roadmap people, you want folks who are execution oriented. These are your analytical, disciplined, focused, really kind of the people who think in terms of project planning. That's great. When you get the right people on the right team, they can contribute their talents and things can go great. The problem is if you get some of the wrong people on the wrong teams. For instance, if you're in the treasure map planning process and you get someone who's very critical in their thinking and they're just thinking, will this work or not? They're going to try to kill some of these ideas. Hey, that's not going to work. And they'll try to shut down the whole brainstorming process. They also will attract a lot of negative energy from the rest of the planners, and they just don't want them in that room. The key sometimes is really just a matter of timing. Let these people get the ideas out, get them up there, get them up on the board, consider all these different options. Then later on, go ahead and evaluate those and find out which ones are going to work and which ones aren't. Oftentimes you'll find the idea people are actually willing to kill some of these ideas later on, but they don't want it in that moment. There's an energy that needs to be captured. You need to let them dream. Conversely, if you get an idea person who's getting involved in the roadmap, either the planning or the execution, they can be very disruptive. They can pop in and say, hey, I just heard this great new feature request from a customer. We have to drop everything and do this. It's gonna position us against all our competition. And it can just ruin the plans and how to execute. And I've seen this happen in a lot of startup companies. The team involved with execution needs the permission to tell that person who came up with the idea, hey, sounds like a great idea. Let's put it on the list the next time we revisit the treasure map and set the roadmap for the next quarter. Okay, if not, it can really impact revenue. This is especially a problem when that person with the idea carries a lot of seniority. Maybe they're on the executive team, or maybe they're one of the founders, because the other execution people don't really feel the permission to shut them down. But you need agreed upon processes across the board to say, big ideas are only considered when we do treasure map planning. Okay, this has been Coach Pete. I hope that helps. Bye-bye.